welcome to Effortless Empress Elegance. We're an all Aries tarot channel. And if you've been here before, then welcome. And if it's your first time, then thanks for joining us. We are going to do a reading for March. All of these are timeless. Whenever you find this reading, there will be something in it for you. This is for the collective, so only apply what is fitting for you. I'm going to start with a few oracle cards. They're also in the energy of the 6 planetary alignment still. Very interesting energy. Let's see what I have for my Aries collective. Trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. All right, that is not something that comes always. Liberation at the bottom of the deck. It seems like we're at a place, even though it's so early in the year, that we're at a place where we really find ourselves needing to just trust the process and kind of surrender to the path that we're headed down. You know, with so much change that has been thrown our way, the more we fight against it, against all the changes that occurred. We started Mercury retrograde, which is never a fun time for anyone. It just seems like going against the grain really just is much more energetic to do that than to just kind of go with the flow. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, that's what I was just talking about. I mean, what do we have control of? You know, I say that pretty often. Ourselves, our thought process, what we think. Can't always control how we feel, but we can control what we do about it. Okay, so a lot of us are going through growth, which doesn't always feel good. There's growing pains always, right? Trusting the process, especially for us Aries. You know, I'm an Aries sun, Aries Jupiter, Aries rising. Not always the most patient with ourselves, okay? I really find that we are patient and gentle with other people. Debatable. However, I find personally that I am much more impatient with myself than anyone else on this planet. So, trust the process, Aries. Let's see, we have, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about how I see the world. I think this is really important, you know, even using your intuition, you know, this eye here, third eye that we see, leaning on your certainty, you know. Energy flows where my intention goes at the bottom of the deck. So factual. I find that using your intuition in this time is probably the best bet to getting you far, because somewhere inside you feel it, you know it. There's things that you may doubt, but you're like, no, I planted that seed. You know, no, am I crazy? Like, I swear I thought that, I dreamt that, did I see that right? Was that a thing? Was that a look? You know, whatever that is, the best way to get around the doubt around it is to be intentional. Stay intentional about your words and your actions, okay? And I know you can't control other people, but to the best of your ability, don't allow people to be unintentional with your time, or energy, space. Alchemist. Our enchanted world provides the means for transforming the lead-in aspects of daily life into the golden experience available to all. I really love that, because this is telling us that the everyday mundane can be transformed into some experience that you have, that you live, that could be much more divine if you allow it to be. Okay. I think that there's a lot of transformative energy that we got here. Even when we got your very first trust card, that butterfly, okay? That is a transmutation that's going on in your world, in the world, you know? But this is a reading for Aries. So you are going to meet yourself at a different level than you have before. Be gentle with that. You've never encountered that before. Also, I think what's going to be tougher is, you know, you can't talk butterfly talks to caterpillars. Okay, you're going to find a lot of people haven't grown or evolved the way you have, and that can cause a lot of pain. Okay, and if you find yourself in any type of relationship, a friendship, a lover's relationship, work relationship, that you feel like you're starting to outgrow, be intentional about it. I'm not saying leave. I'm saying, well, what are you going to do now? If you feel this change, if you feel this transition in you where you're in the same place with different eyes, you have to make a decision, okay? And it's called growth, and it happens throughout life always. The Dancer came out as well. You must feel free to express yourself if you want to live a truly authentic life of quality and meaning. Our soul's dance is unending. So wrapping that into what I just said, okay, you're going to have to be vocal about this. And vocal doesn't mean being mean or unapologetic. You can still be gentle, okay? Like a iron fist and a velvet glove. Have you heard that saying? That's just meaning what you say, but with a gentle landing, okay? And remember, you have control over how you react to things. You have control over how you go about things, about what you say, about the tone in your voice, Aries. It's not like what you say as much as how you say it. How does it land when you do speak of it? So I think that there's some tact in this. As you're changing, be gentle with the world around you, because they may not have as much growth as you are having in this time frame. Or you might be around people, places, and things that may not be able to handle it as well as you handle it. That's the burden of being competent, Aries, and that's in all things that you do, all of your relationships that I just mentioned. The Aries that I'm speaking to are very capable, and there's a burden that comes with capability, okay? It almost rests a lot of the responsibility on you because you know better, because you are, you are in tune with what's happening. So it's like when you have knowledge, then you're responsible for it. So, all right. Lovable. I am lovable and worthy of love. I set my intentions to open my heart, accepting all love and compassion that comes my way. I will find my people, the people who love and accept me for who I am, for I know I only need to discover them. All right, Aries. And playful came out at the bottom of the deck. Sometimes we forget this. I'm guilty of this as well. Remember, at heart, you are the playful, amazing human that you are. Don't forget about that part of your life, the fun part, okay? Again, I'm guilty of that. It's the parts that people love about you, the carefreeness, okay? Get out of that stagnancy, Aries. I'm feeling like an Aries that has a lot of rules that they put on themselves. That creates these boundaries that really, you forget you're here, and only for a very short amount of time in life, okay? Release those things. I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm just saying live in a real way, okay? I'm reading a Jordan Peterson book, and I believe rule number 2 in that book was like, love yourself or treat yourself like you're responsible for someone that you care for. care for yourself, okay? Like you're someone that you love, okay? Be someone that, you know, you preserve for all the goodness that you are, for all of the good and bad and different that you are. Take care of you, okay? Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces, okay? And maybe we do need some of that meditation for us. Sometimes you just need to sit down and be still. Some people think meditation is this grandeur of, you know, having to sit and quiet and connect, and that you don't always, you can meditate with music. It doesn't always have to be like stiff music, you know, what speaks to you, okay? You can meditate in so many different ways, in silence and with music, in light, in darkness, okay? You be the choice in that. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Okay, we love to see that. Our new moon in Capricorn, I mean, Aries has been through it, okay? And we're no strangers to hard work and what we do, all right? Just know that even baby steps count toward what your future looks like, what your change looks like, and where you're headed. So even if setback, okay, keep your feet moving, okay? Giving up is never an option, okay? You're too great to do that. So if you didn't already know that now, okay? All right, we're gonna get into our reading now. And we've got our base. Give me energy for my Aries. What is my Aries looking like nowadays? Amazing, right? Beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, all those things. Okay, our season is coming. It is March 1 as I read this. So, to all my March Aries, I hope you're getting ready for your birthday season. Personally, I am an April Aries. Oh, lost one. I don't take cards off the floor, but this was a 5 of Cups. So I'm going to note this card. 5 of Cups, whatever you have lost or, you know, released or has fallen away, because whatever wasn't for you that you wouldn't let go of this year, the energy that we came into the year with, it would be taken away from you if it wasn't for you. It's just how the universe works. It makes you so uncomfortable until it's just not there anymore because it's not for you. So don't forget that in that card, there's 2 cups behind her that were full. Sometimes we forget what we've built, who we are, how far we've come, okay? Those things are important. Don't forget those because you lost a few things over here, okay? Okay, 10 of Wands. Something's feeling really heavy, okay? The Aries collective that I'm talking to, they've walked a path that has been something that they've been carrying, okay? But along this path, they've been enlightened, and they're here now. The light bulb has turned on, okay, for my group of Aries. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Tradition, okay? Things that are typical that you see in society, okay? Whatever those are, maybe that's not how you work. Maybe that's not for you anymore, okay? Don't put yourself in a box that other people want you to be in, okay? No one will walk in your shoes, okay? So don't allow them to tell you how to tie your laces, Aries, okay? Knight of Pentacles. It's a very slow-moving energy, okay? And this is your challenge card. Is creating stability, and I'm not sure in what yet. This is a slow burn, okay, of stability that you have been creating, that you have been building, and this is with intention. This is not accidental. Temperance also. So this is telling you to be patient, okay? Be patient with yourself and with your growth, okay? The Aries, I see they're coming out of something, but they're aware of it, okay? They're in tune, okay? I give you credit for that. That's what I see. you're enlightened. Yeah, but it still feels like your cup is not quite overflowing, okay? There's solutions here, as I always point out with this card. See this key? Get up and dust yourself off, Aries, okay? This is what you're leaving behind. This is what is in your past, okay? This feeling of heaviness, hopelessness, not having enough answers, knowing better but still feeling the worst, okay? That's behind you, okay? That's something that you are not waiting on anymore. You are not waiting on this, okay? The energy that I'm feeling is an Aries that went through something but now is at the point of that spark of change, okay? You know, it's like darkness and then a 0 point and then light. I feel like we are at the 0 point going into that light, the Aries that I see, Ace of Cups, okay? Self-love is going to take you there, okay? You are lovable, okay? All right. Queen of Swords is what is crowning us right now, okay? We are thinking logically, okay? This is information coming in. This is not a ton of emotions, okay? This is unapologetic truth. This is moving forward. Yeah, okay, I was just about to say that. Moving forward swiftly, okay? And with communication, with intention, okay? This is no accident. You're not just letting pieces fall into places they will. You're not exactly doing that, okay? The Aries that I see is moving forward very intentionally and with security that they didn't have a few months ago, okay? And maybe that took some isolation, even if it was for like a weekend or two and much longer for others, from what I see. Break out of that, okay? As I see that you are, okay? Yep, all right, that's what I was talking about. So this Hermit card is an isolation, okay? It's kind of like just sitting with yourself and look at what she looks like now, okay? This is new passion. This is a new spark. This is exactly what I was just describing, okay? You went from this hermit, okay, being to yourself, enlightening yourself, enriching yourself, nourishing yourself, and you're moving forward with this passion, this youth, this new idea, this new spark, this new something that you are carrying with you, and don't let that go, okay? That's going to carry you through the springtime, okay? That's that playful energy that you know is in there. Yeah, intuition, all right? So ground yourself. What is my Aries ground? Okay, yeah. This Ten of Swords, actually, it doesn't feel as heavy as a lot of people see this as. It's a completion, okay? She's walking towards the sun. Whatever she's going through, it's over, okay? And you're grounding yourself in this. You know it's over. It's like what I just saw was, you know when runners are lining up to race and they get down, their feet are in those, I'm not what they're sure, they're called like stirrups, and they're about to hear the gun pop or the whistle blow and they're taking off. That's what I just saw for you, okay? It's that 0 moment heading into the light, okay? And I don't know if, yeah, in love, yep, yes. So we are headed into our birthday month, and I wonder if that's going to be the catalyst for what we're seeing and feeling. How does Aries view themselves in this time frame? How do they see themselves? What does this collective reflecting look like? One for my Aries. Seven of Swords. This is a very strategic energy, okay? Don't come out harsh, Aries. Listen, okay? Three of Cups. You're here for a good time, okay? Not a long time. This strategic energy that you feel, make sure that you are all the way healed. I call this self-policing, okay? If you've gone through something and now you are headed in a new direction, make sure that you are all the way healed before you go into other connections. And that can be anything, okay? Friendships, relationships, work, financial decisions, okay? Stay strategic. We love strategy, right? I mean, that's how we get to where we're going to. That's intention, okay? But be honest with yourself. What are you ready for? What are you not ready for? Okay, if you keep it real with anybody, keep it real with yourself, Aries, okay? You see yourself doing the right thing. Make sure you keep your schedule going, okay? Make sure you put new things on your schedule. But self-police, okay? Check in, okay? Don't be the Aries that comes out with a chip on their shoulder, okay? Nobody is ever worth that, okay? The moon, okay? Our light and dark are coming together, and there's things that we're seeing for ourselves. There's things here that the Aries in their environment is clearing away emotionally, because it's coming to the surface, okay? As you are embarking on this new light that you're incorporating into your world, take every moment to learn the lesson from it and around it, and incorporate it into your world, into your thoughts, into your mind as you are strategizing for the next steps, okay? These are lessons that will take you far this year, okay? This is going to be a very new path that you have not seen before this year energetically, okay? Listen to the lessons. Listen to the things that people don't say, okay? In between the lines. I mean, overall, I see this as a general reading. I don't think any one thing. I think this is a very internal reading. I can't say this is work-related or relationship-related, because I haven't seen a lot of love on this spread, or even financial. This seems like a very internal, deep know-how, understanding, process moving forward. As I say that, Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck, okay? So getting out of that stagnancy. So what advice do we have for my Aries? Hey, Six of Swords. Okay, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Okay, this is moving to lighter shores. Okay, this is releasing, this is moving to calmer shores. All right, and this is doing it with knowledge. Okay, there's something that you know that you didn't know before, that you feel that you didn't feel before, and that's not a very big boat. Okay, all that doubt, all that hurt, all the pain, all the negativity, that doesn't fit in this boat. Okay, she is taking control over what she knows, and she's moving to calmer shores with that, okay? And that's what I see my Aries doing. If you could only fit a certain amount into your boat, what would you bring with you? Okay, that's how I want you to feel. Don't pack that doubt. Don't pack the negativity. Don't pack people that didn't bring you this. Okay, make sure you bring you this. Okay, stay stingy about it. Four of Pentacles. See how she's clutching that bag? Stay stingy about you, Aries, because you deserve it. Give me the outcome of this. I don't think I've had such an internal reading like this one. This one was more of like a feeling than of action so much. It's a shifting mentally and emotionally that I see here. But it looks good. It looks healthy. Yeah, okay. Eight of Pentacles. This is an Aries working on themselves. This is self-work. You see all those herbs, you see all the stuff on the table, and she's sitting down with herself. And this is a process. You see the moon cycles here? The more time you spend on you, the more you're going to come out at the top of your game, Aries, okay? She has a green candle there. There's flowers. She's writing in a journal. I see herbs and healing, okay? Self-healing. Don't rush this process, okay? This is something that's really beautiful for you. I really feel like everything's going to be okay. I know it's easy to say that without feeling that, you know, but trust me, the new you is right around the corner. Fire horse this year, okay? This is my Knight of Wands, okay? This is our energy. This is our fire energy. And this, you are looking good. You are feeling good. And people are noticing, Aries, okay? Take care of you. That is my biggest message out of this whole thing. If you're doing the work, Aries, you're going to be just fine. Even if you don't feel it yet. There's something there. There's a seed there that's telling you it's okay. You know, you're at that 0 point headed into the light, and it's like you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train, okay? Aries, I'm going to close with one oracle card. Okay. We have create. A gentle whisper here, a tug within your womb there. You can sense it, can't you? When you lie awake at night wondering why you cannot sleep, your body knows what you are here to do. The wisdom of your purpose is ingrained in your very cells. So when you hear that faint whisper pulling at your heart, when you feel the beckoning in your womb strong and clear as day, when you find you cannot sleep, create. All right, my Aries, you are full of wisdom, and there's so much for you to create. There's so much for you to work on for you. The work will never be over, and your time will never be ill spent when you're pouring into your own cup. I love you, Aries. Be well. Take care of yourself. Love and be loved. Bye.